All right. Hello, everybody. It seems appropriate for this Saturday reading to look at what you don't see coming. I do this every Saturday, but especially appropriate today because we do have the Uranus Jupiter conjunction. I did a live on this yesterday. You might want to check that out. It was, I sort of tapped into the collective and just saw what was coming in. And let's see for each individual zodiac sign what's coming in. Uranus is about surprises. And with Jupiter conjuncting that in Taurus, it can be some surprises around abundance and however you're defining abundance right now. Abundance can be anything. It can be abundance of time, an abundance of joy, an abundance of challenges. How are you planting the seeds, right? Because we're in Taurus and this is in Taurus. This is happening in Taurus. And it is definitely about building something or planting the seeds for what you want to build. There can be a major shift in this energy. For the collective, there can be, I am a little concerned about the current state of the conflagrations in the Middle East and other things, because this is about land. Okay, we're talking about, and we're also talking about philosophy, belief systems, because Jupiter rules Sagittarius, and the 21st degree where this is happening is a Sagittarian degree. So there's like fighting over belief systems and fighting over land, which is what we're seeing going on. I'm also a little concerned about climate change, and this could spark some kind of energetic expression of climate change that we will see very visibly. Yep, that's right. So let's see where we're going. I'm going to start with Taurus. We're getting into Taurus time. Starting depends on when you're watching this, but we're right on the cusp of Taurus time right now as I'm doing this reading. So let's see where we go. We'll start with Taurus. We'll go all the way around to Aries. I will say the Aries eclipse energy is still feeling pretty loud to me. It reminds me of the American eclipse back in 2017. So there can be some echoes, whatever was going on for you in 2017. There can be some echoes of that. The last time Jupiter and Uranus was conjunct was 14 years ago, but the last time Jupiter and Uranus were conjunct in Taurus was 1941. Which is why I'm concerned about war, because that was the beginning of World War II. Not that we're going to have a world war or anything like that, but because we have moved forward. Okay, we have moved forward, but in many ways we haven't. So let's see individually what's going on for each zodiac sign, and we'll see how this plays out. What you're wanting to do is look at in your own birth chart, where does Taurus fall? What house does it fall into? That's going to give you a sense of what part of your life is being impacted by this particular transit. You can use that bit of knowledge to look at any kind of transit, in any sign, to see what part of your life is going to be impacted. If you want to join my astrology group, there's a link below. This week, coming up on Thursday at noon, we're going to be looking at Saturn and the lessons of Saturn. Okay? All right, so let's see where we're going with Taurus. What's the message for Taurus right now? Message in a bottle. Hanged Man. 5 of Wands. 7 of Wands. King of Pentacles. So Taurus, I almost feel like right now you're kind of, this is a lot of resistance. 5 of Wands and 7 of Wands. In a positive way, this can be about good boundaries, make good neighbors, or it can be about some kind of not wanting to deal with something. So kind of head in the sand energy. This is enlightenment. So the Uranian Jupiter conjunction can signal a spiritual awakening for some of you, Taurus. And the message is about, what are you not wanting to look at? What are you resisting? What are you not wanting to see? Who are you in an argument with? Or is there an argument about to happen? I like this because this feels very stable and solid to me. If there's something going on that it's like, don't upset. I don't want to look at something from a new perspective. Don't upset my peace, okay? My stability. But I have a feeling that the message it's been trying to come through in a lot of different ways. And if you've been resisting a message or some kind of awareness, some kind of aha moment, the Hanged Man is about surrendering to it. Instead of resisting, surrender to the message that wants to come through. Moon, ever since the eclipse. And we could be going all the way back to the March eclipse, March 25th in Libra. The eclipse, that was a lunar eclipse, the solar eclipse on the 8th of April. What happened for you during that eclipse 2 weeks? And if you're still resisting it and still resisting it and still resisting it, you may get a tower. Okay, you may get a tower. That's what this Jupiter-Uranian conjunction may bring you is, hey, I've got to get your attention. I'm trying to get your attention. I'm trying to get your attention. Okay, so the answer here is to surrender to it, whatever has been trying to come through, whether it's in your relationships or in your work or whatever. What have you been not wanting to see? Because you know what? You kind of know what you don't want to see. You kind of, you're like, nope, I'm not going there. Nope, that's a part of my life I don't really want to explore. I don't want to be open to it. All right, so I would pay attention to that because tower moments and Uranian conjunctions with Jupiter, boom. Okay, there can be that. All right, Gemini, what is for you? Exchanging gifts. That's a nice balanced back and forth. 9 of Wands, Knight of Wands. Oops, come here. I'm trying to get to you. Yes, I am. The Sun and the King of Wands. Wow. Okay. So I feel like some of you are right now seeing all dating or relationships as people, or you might have been attracting in the past people who don't want to commit, who are having trouble with commitment. And it's like, okay, I'm just going to take myself out of this because I don't want to be dealing with a Knight of Wands. Some of you could have actually been dealing with somebody, not just a pattern, but nine of Wands is a pattern. A Knight of Wands is somebody who does come and go quickly in your life. I feel like the exchange for that, you might have done something that was it's like you did something good here. You might have closed up a pattern by saying, no, I'm not interested in an affair. No, I'm not interested in something that is kind of fleeting. I'd really like to have something that's stable or something that I can build on. And look what's coming in. You've done your work. You've overcome something, Gemini. King of Wands and the Sun. This may take until this summer. I keep getting Leo time period to really fully materialize in your life, but it's coming. Okay, Gemini, it is coming. All right, one more thing, Gemini. King of Wands and this Leo energy of the Sun, that is a time period thing, like I was just saying, but it also can be a Leo. All right, this is Leo energy here. This is Sagittarian energy. So you might be having a fire sign coming in, someone who is ready for whatever you're ready for. All right. Personally, what do you want to create in your life? Because I feel like this is an even exchange. Okay. You're getting something that now is balanced and even. Nice, nice, nice. It's not someone who's a knight who may or may not be ready to give anything. They're maybe just takers. This is about someone who you can have a balanced connection with. Very nice. Okay, Cancer. What is coming up for Cancerians? What's coming in? Mending. Wheel of Fortune. The 3 of Cups. The 6 of Wands. And the Queen of Swords. So Cancer can be dealing with a Sagittarian or a Libra. And this feels like a friendship or some kind of relationship that you guys essentially turned your back on either friendship to go toward love. You turned your back on a third party to go towards commitment. It's like you were very, very clear about what you wanted. And I really like this mending. So there's something here about the tide has turned, the tide has shifted, and you might be walking away from something toward your future. Something that already exists that either isn't satisfying or is not enough for you or something like that. You're seeing the future very clearly, seeing the future very clearly. And, you know, the mending piece can be maybe a relationship that broke down that needs your attention. Okay, that needs your attention. It's time to turn away from partying or something like that and spend more time mending whatever fence you need to mend, whatever that is. Okay. I am getting that some of you, there's some kind of destined moment here for Cancer that says to me that it's a moment of celebration, because the Three of Cups is also other people celebrating you. The same thing with the Six of Wands, other people celebrating you because you now have a clear vision of the future. Yay, Cancer. All right. Very good. What about for Leo? I just was talking about you, Leo. TikTok. The Hermit. The Seven of Swords. The Eight of Wands. And the King of Swords. You're going to get your wish in terms of clarity, because I feel like somebody has been either hiding from you, somebody has been running away from you. And I just feel like, Leo, you might have, if you had a bad experience with somebody, it's only a matter of time before the conversation will change. And I feel like you're getting an opportunity. You're getting an opportunity to talk to this person or get real information from this person that you're thinking of right now. And this King of Swords, I feel like this is going to be a straight up conversation. Could be Aquarius, could be Virgo. It's like no more beating about the bush, no more hiding from each other. We're really going to tell each other the truth right now. Some of you could have been running away from relationship in the past. Okay. And now it's like it's time to really be straight up about what you want or where you want to go in the future. It's like, it's time. All right. It's time to stop messing around and make some kind of pathway to the future. TikTok. Okay. TikTok. Virgo. What is happening for Virgos? Clean it up, baby. All right. Clean what up? Clean it up. Two of Swords, Three of Wands, the Four of Swords, Nine of Pentacles. This is self-confidence. That's the reason that something got messy. I'm actually noticing my eye is being drawn toward the 21. Jupiter conjunct Uranus is happening at the 21st degree of Taurus. So this is an opportunity. What's happening right now is an opportunity for you to clean something up, to make a clean break of it, or to make a clean breast of it, make a clean sweep of it, something about clean. There's messiness here. There's some kind of messiness. And I just feel that you might be dealing with someone who's very self-confident, or, you know, you didn't have a lot of self-confidence when you were dealing with this person, and you're coming into it now. All right. I feel like you're doing the inner work, the Four of Swords and the Two of Swords, to welcome in a person of self-confidence, also welcoming in your self-confidence. That is going to really help you. This is going to really help you. You're cleaning up. I feel like you're cleaning up what your own mindset is kind of lying to you about, that you're not good enough, or you don't have what it takes, or something like that. Whatever self-doubt you've been having, that's being cleaned up. That's definitely being cleaned up. I like this a lot. It's taken some work though. If you haven't done the work of it, then there's going to be a delay. So if you've done your own work about like, wow, I keep talking myself down, or I keep having some problems with self-confidence, and you know that that's you, it's time to work on that. Nine of Pentacles. You have a partner who is very self-confident, and the universe is saying, hey, get in that same vibration, okay? Get in that same vibration. Libra, what's going on for Libra, my darling? Oh, look at you, loyal heart. Empress, wow. Page of Pentacles, Four of Cups, and the Chariot. So you could be dealing with a Taurus, Libra, there's Libra, you, or Cancerian. I feel like you've learned something, Libra. You've learned something about third parties. You've learned to take your eye off the third party and focus on the Ace of Cups. You're really going, okay, I want to invest. We are having what Jupiter conjunct Uranus is about, investment, because it's Taurus energy, and feeling balanced. This is Libra and Taurus, ruled by Venus. So your job is to kind of go, okay, what is self-love about? It's about like a loyalty to yourself. It's about radical self-love, doing things that are very important for you to be balanced, and so you can be in, well, so you can be in relationship. Yeah. But just in and of itself to be balanced is a benefit. It's not just like, oh, I'm doing it to get a loyal heart. I'm doing it because I am a loyal heart. That is going to help move you forward very quickly. It also could bring a Cancerian back around. You just decided to move away from third parties and shift toward the Ace of Cups. And ironically, now that person is coming in. You see the value in doing that. All right. You see the value in doing that. I really like that. Very good, Libra. All right. What about Scorpio? For Scorpio, my darling, come to the edge. I feel like I've gotten this for you in the past because it's so on brand for Scorpio to be at the edge of things, to come to the edge. It's like, that's who you are. Nine of Swords, Nine of Cups, Emperor. Wow. Knight of Cups. All right. So Nine of Cups and Knight of Cups. I just get the feeling, Scorpio, that you have been a little bit afraid to assert yourself in a certain arena. Could be work, could be in a relationship. You've been afraid to step into your power. And that is something that might feel a little bit exposed to you, but it is what you want. Some of you might be having some fear around retribution or other people being angry about you. There's definitely some anxiety about you doing you. And I feel like some of you might be making an offer to a person, might be terrified of making an offer to an Aries. Okay. Or you might be terrified of this. In some way, there's a divine masculine. I feel like I'm talking to a divine feminine Scorpio here, because this person is going to make an offer, but you need to get aligned with that Aries energy in order for them to do it. Okay. In order for the offer to come. And if you haven't, it's like, I feel a little exposed by being so dynamic or by being so bold. If you are the one that's making the offer, it can feel like, wow, I'm really putting myself out here, but it's a good thing. Okay, Scorpio, it is a good thing. So go for it. Go for it. All right. Saggies, what is going on for Saggies here? Chop wood. Chop wood, carry water, my friend. There's Knight of Pentacles. That's the chop wood. Oh, wow. Two of Cups. Knight of Pentacles. Star. And hold on one second. I'll talk about the Knight of Pentacles. The Judgment card. So this is a moment. This is a big crossroads moment for you. And it's like you're doing the work. You're doing the work of healing. Some of you could be opening up to being a healer. And you have healed your ability to be stable and consistent in a relationship. That's what the chop wood thing is. It's like, it's about being methodical, being available, being consistent in a relationship is the thing. So no flightiness, no like hot and cold, no running away, just steady Eddie. That's what the Knight of Pentacles is. Very available, anchored, trustworthy. This is something that Sagittarians might have had challenges with in their life at different times. You could be dealing with a Virgo or an Aquarius. Some of you could be attracting in a Virgo or an Aquarius. Some of you could be activating your own Virgo or Aquarius energy. This is about big picture. This is about a wish granted. The Knight of Pentacles, very much about being the sacred servant and seeing your role in a relationship. It's a bit theoretical, but I feel like this is the time for you to do this, for you to understand what you want in a relationship and heal your ability to be in a relationship without having it be like overgiving or running away or anything like that. Chop wood. Very trustworthy. Wax on, wax off. Way to go, Sag. I like that. Okay, Capricorn, for you, my darlings. Let's see. Capricorn, go the distance. That's kind of your superpower, Capricorn. High Priestess, the Seven of Cups, Two of Pentacles. Oof. 10 of Swords. Wow. Wow. Okay. So some of you are staying in a connection. So, okay, that is a superpower for you. Some of you are staying in a connection long past its expiration date. Okay, long past. This feels like there's so many secrets in this connection. And it's like I've gone back and forth of whether I should stay or whether I should go, like way too long. Too much consistency. Too much consistency. Way, like you know it. If this little reading is for you, you know it's for you. So Capricorn, I am seeing that you have an awareness that, yeah, this has been over for a long time. I'm not sure what to do about it. And so that has really stopped you. I just feel like you're needing to see the fully baked vision of the future. And really the universe is just saying, no, you just need to take one step. Just take one step. And I feel like Capricorn's like, not good enough, universe. I need to see the whole picture. Okay, but you've stayed somewhere way past the expiration date. All right, Aquarius. What about for you, Aquarians? Co-create. Co-create. 10 of Wands. The World. Oh, yeah. 3 of Swords. Tower. Okay, I can't leave that there. Okay, so there's some kind of ending here. This is definitely like you've come to the end of the road here with somebody or with a certain type of life. I almost feel like you've come to the end of the road of being hurt all the time, or of hurting people all the time, or of being codependent. You've come to the end of this road. The Tower can be that Jupiter conjunct Uranus in Taurus, where, okay, I've come to the end of a cycle and bam, it suddenly changes. Let's get a few more for Aquarius. 5 of Swords, 2 of Wands, Lovers, and the Magician. Wow. So you've decided to move on. I feel like you've decided to move on from a situation that has been very hurtful or has been very codependent or whatever. You're ending a situation with somebody who's been manipulative. All right. Instead, you're choosing to do something that's more communication oriented. That's Mercury. Okay. Mercury rules Virgo and Gemini. And here's Gemini. So this is really beautiful energy of deciding to do something that is more balanced, right? You're manifesting something that's more balanced. So you could be like if you're in a relationship that has been out of balance, like you've done all the work and the other person has done all the work. Okay. Either way, you're coming out of that into something that's more balanced. Or you could be ending a kind of a pattern that has been so out of balance and instead choosing something that is more to your liking. So some of you are, whoops, that's not the right card. Some of you are saying, I'm not doing this. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to have to fight all the time for what I want. I want things to be more equal and more balanced. I'm tired of being the one who has to fight the other person all the time. I don't want to spend my life in a bare knuckle fight. Okay. So you're making a choice for yourself here That Lover's card is a choice card, and so is this Two of Wands card. You're making a choice for good communication, right? We still have Mercury in retrograde until the 25th, so next week, until the or this coming week. It's going to go direct, and it's going to be in shadow for a few more days. So as we get into May, I'll be doing the May readings this week. As we get into May, you're going to see the differential between that old pattern and this more balanced pattern, and you'll be getting an opportunity to make a choice. Something really good coming in, Aquarius. I like that. All right, so Pisces, and then Aries, and then I will do a reading for everybody watching. Milk and honey. This is for Pisces. 7 of Pentacles, Hierophant, 6 of Swords, Page of Wands. You have invested a lot of time and effort into something very traditional, and I feel like you are moving away from that right now. Sorry about that. My phone's never on. I don't know why that happened. All right, so 7 of Pentacles and the Hierophant. Yeah, I feel like some of you have been waiting for a long time to move away from a situation, to go towards something you really want, to go towards something that's really exciting for you. This Hierophant can be a commitment, like a relationship, or it can be something that's just become very, I don't know, boring, all due respect. Something that is like, all right, yeah, I'm looking for a little more excitement. I'm looking for a little more fun and joy. And this has been very fine for a while, but it's like, okay, I'm looking for something fun. I'm looking for something lighthearted. I'm looking for something, instead of it being so serious. This feels serious to me. So it's like, I'm gonna kind of move on from this situation that I'm in, that feels, I mean, this feels a little stuck to me. It feels a little bit like I put a lot of time and attention into it, and I'm not getting much out of it other than time and attention to the traditional way, or to the same old. Okay. This is about, I want some fun in my life. So I feel like this energy right now, Pisces, can bring in some fun and some lighthearted, I don't know, lighthearted goodness. So just embrace it. Cool. All right. Aries, Observer, Queen of Pentacles, the 5 of Cups. Oopsie. Okay. 8 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. I like this. So, I get the feeling that some of you have been standoffish, or not really in a relationship, or in anything, meaning with other people, or in a situation where you're growing, or anything like that. I feel like some of you have been nursing a broken heart for a long time. This has been now you're like a little bit too far outside of the box, or a little bit too far outside of connection, like maybe not having the feeling of much connection. This 8 of Cups says, I'm walking toward a long-term situation that is going to bring in connection. There's dogs, there's grandparents, there's people, there's a love partnership, there's money. It's like I've been taking care of myself for a really long time, Aries, and that's been awesome. But I feel a separation from what I really want to do, what I want to create in my life, and I'm going to move toward it now. All right, I'm going to move toward it now. I love it, Aries. That's really good. So you're going to be rewarded for doing that in a big way. Okay, so let's do a reading for everybody watching. Okay, I'm just going to put that right there. All right, so for everybody watching on this weekend day, we are looking at the Uranian energy, Uranus conjunct Jupiter. What needs to come through for the collective, please? If you want to watch that live, I did yesterday. That would be one of the one of the pathways of story that might be flowing through this energy for you. Let's see what I'm getting here for those watching. For the collective. All right, I got this for myself. Lucky. Good energy there. Lucky, trust, relief, gratitude. Oh my goodness. Some of you really need to trust the process right now. Jupiter is lucky energy. This definitely has to do with some kind of sudden stroke of luck, some kind of sudden breakthrough that you've been trying to you've been manifesting for a while. It's gonna happen. Relief and gratitude. So all of a sudden, it's about working on the trust. I think sometimes when we manifest, if we keep going out there, like we plant a seed and we keep going out to the garden and digging it up to see if it's growing, that's not manifesting. All right. That's a lack of trust that those carrots will grow. So let's see what wants to come through in the reading. Yeah, it's a relief. This is a relief. Like, thank goodness this is growing in this direction. I like that very much. 2 of Swords underneath, the 10 of Swords, the 9 of Pentacles. So a previous situation, a previous ending, this has caused a lack of trust. So you could be dealing with one particular person that you're thinking of right now. Could be a Sagittarian. We'll see what the rest of the reading says, but there have been some kind of like, I'm not going to put myself out there again. I'm going to stay on my own, alone. I'm going to be on my own. Okay. And what wants to come through? 5 of Swords, 4 of Cups. Oh boy. Still this energy of stubbornness. Page of Cups. 8 of Swords. I don't think you're seeing this. The Magician. The 3 of Wands. Page of Swords. So this is coming. All right. So it's not showing up in the way you think it's supposed to show up. So some of you, yes, this is the history. Okay. So yes, been through a lot, getting myself stable, feeling better, being on my own. And if you're manifesting, I feel like you're manifesting from a place of, I don't believe it. Like, all right, I'll try this manifesting thing, but I don't really believe it. Like, okay, that's not going to work. But what happens is you're getting the opportunity that's coming across. You might be missing the opportunities. Like you are actually manifesting, but it's like you don't believe it. Like you're not really seeing the Ace of Cups. You're only seeing the 3 of Cups. You're like, nope, that's not what I asked for. And the Page of Cups and the Page of Swords here, because I am getting this manifesting energy. And you just it might be just a closed mindset around what's possible. I feel like you're thinking too small. I feel like you're thinking too small, or you're manifesting in such a small way as to not be disappointed. All right. So the Page of Swords is a message that wants to come into you. And I feel like that's the message. You're playing too small here. You're playing too small. Eight of Cups. King of Cups. Moon. Knight of Wands. You're playing too small. And I feel like this moon we have a full moon coming up at the end of April, or coming up this week, in Scorpio. Scorpio is all about trust or lack thereof. Scorpio energy is very secretive, very deep, watery energy. There's an expectation that people are out to get me, or that people are not aligned with what I want to create. People are getting in my way. Okay, so I become this kind of like get out of my way person. And that is just a stubbornness that needs to go away. I just feel like you need to reclaim a little bit of your childhood joy. You've been hurt a lot. So I understand. I get it. I understand. But it's blocking your ability to manifest something good. It's like you're always looking out for more of this 10 of Swords stuff, and to protect yourself, which is understandable. It really is. But if you give it a try, in this energy, the Page of Cups, it's sort of like a childlike wonder. and being open to things. And the message that wants to come through here is that this moon is going to help you release any kind of difficulties around your heart. It's going to also release any kind of patterns of push-pull energy, breadcrumbing, someone who isn't really you're attracting in people who aren't serious, okay, about their feelings. There's somebody who is like not anchored in their feelings, and Scorpio is like, I can't deal with anybody who's unserious. So this is Sagittarian energy, and Scorpio energy is right next to Sagittarius. And in astrology, all of the signs like Aries all the way around to Pisces, if you look at the energies right next to each other, it's very different, right? We have this Jupiter-Uranus conjunction, and then Jupiter is going to continue to move in Taurus and then into Gemini, which is a completely different energy from Taurus. The energies right next to each other are a little adversarial, but also a completely different feeling. So if we're talking about Scorpio energy in this full moon, Scorpio energy is going deep. It's about taking risks, and that risk-taking ability can show, sometimes it doesn't work out in the way you hope it will, but it's still a lesson. It's still an opportunity. And if you're taking things that don't work out the way I want them to as negative, you can go down this 5 of Swords, 4 of Cups road. But if you're seeing them in a more optimistic way, which is Sagittarian energy, if you're willing to embrace that, then you're going to rebuild trust. So Scorpio looks at Sagittarius and says, you're flaky, you're flighty, you're too naive. Sagittarius looks at Scorpio and says, you don't trust anybody. And that's not what I want. That's not who I am. And so after a while of having this Scorpio Sag kind of thing going on, you may be a Scorpio or Sag. I'm not really saying that. I'm just saying we all have that. We all have both of those in our charts. And so what's showing up for me is the Scorpio full moon. And so this can be an opportunity of a rebirth of trust. There can be somebody coming in who is very trustworthy. And I feel like you might be always looking for the negative, always looking for the way this person's going to hurt me. And I suggest to you, may I invite you to understand that that is a mental block in terms of manifesting what you want. Because if you're saying, I want a love partner, I want someone who's awesome, but in my mind, I'm always thinking people are untrustworthy, I keep attracting untrustworthy people. Okay? Because that's where your focus is. If your focus could shift to being more self-confident, then you could trust to at least explore when someone comes across your path instead of just automatically assuming people are untrustworthy. Any other guidance here? I feel like okay. So 4 of Pentacles, again, holding back. 2 of Pentacles. King, oh, wow. The Emperor, okay, I like that. And the High Priestess. Now, this is something very cool. The Aries energy of taking action based on our intuition. We're now going to be able to trust ourselves enough to allow people close enough to us to see the true nature of them instead of labeling everybody as untrustworthy. Okay, I feel like this King of Cups is trustworthy. I feel like this person has hidden their feelings, and your spidey senses aren't wrong. They are hiding something, but what they're hiding is positive. Okay, and that's maybe a different sensation. You may just be labeling them as flighty, right? Like that Scorpio looking at Sag. Eventually, there's a grudging respect between the two signs that are right next to each other. Scorpio looks at Sagittarius and says, you're open to things. I like that. And Sagittarius looks at Scorpio and says, you do your due diligence. You ask the questions. You don't just jump in. I like that. So there's something here around those two energies that's really balancing you and helping you move forward. Good deal. All right. there you go. I hope that was helpful to you guys. Have a good weekend. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.